My husband cheated on me when I was 6 months pregnant. You can imagine the pain, the shock, the confusion. So the man is the leader and the woman follows. So if he goes on a business trip, you go on a girl's trip.
Hey, beautiful people. I was today to go Maria David, and I'm back again with another interesting video. You all, this woman said she caught her husband cheating on her while she was pregnant, and automatically it means that it is going to be an open relationship. But sadly, she lost the child. But then she still went on to cheat on him. She shared a few part of her story and then giving advices and saying that if you want your man to lead, or men are supposed to be the ones to lead, they are supposed to be the ones to lead in a relationship. So when they start leading, whatever they do, you follow suit. If they don't do it right, you self don't do it right. You sitting down complaining, explaining why things are supposed to be done right and all of that, you are just making things worse. In fact, they do not listen to you and they will not change. So the best thing for you is to do exactly what they are doing, so that when they see exactly what they are doing in you, they might change. And that makes sense because when they see you doing something that they know that they are doing wrong, they kind of adjust, knowing that, okay, this woman is not those kind of women that will beg and cry and make me want to change what I know I will not change. Anyways, let's go ahead and watch these videos together, and I'll share my thoughts at the end of the video. But then, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section while you watch the videos together.
My husband cheated on me when I was 6 months pregnant. You can imagine the pain, the shock, the confusion. It's a shock. And then what did you do? You are baby on the way, you guys have a house together, and you're married. And so that's when you think strategically, right? I have always been smart that way. Like cases like where you are married, you're stuck in a situation and he does something so horrible to you, is wait and start planning, right? The first thing you have to take into account is that once the guy cheats, it's an open relationship. That means that you don't have to ask for permission to do anything or to go out on dates, right? In this case, I was pregnant, so I had to wait. And then that was a horrible year because when it was time for the baby to come, it was a stillbirth, so there was no baby. And I still didn't leave him because I was planning strategically the best way to get out. And so, but what I did do was I stopped making his little sandwiches. I stopped caring about the house. I said, hire a maid. And all that energy that I was putting into the marriage, I withdrew and I put it on myself. I became super hot. I went to the gym. I had a liposuction done. I became really selfish. And I started dating. And so I started an affair with my boss. The affair with my boss was amazing. Like imagine having something new and the novelty of living an affair, like the passion. And so I understood what his position was when he cheated on me because like I was missing out. He was living his life. I was missing out. And my boss was flying me everywhere, dining and whining me like I was living the life. And so then I had to experience seeing my ex-husband, which is now is my ex, sad and crying and depressed. And it's fine to do things until the same thing is done to you, and then you don't like it so much, right? But then the worst thing that a woman can do is become a victim. Or be begging that he doesn't do it again, or being checking his phone and become obsessive about what he's doing, where
Yeah.
he's at, checking. Oh my gosh, that is such a waste of your time and your energy. And then I was able to climb the ladder because of my grief. I mean, like life just opened up for me when I did that move. Like when I started dating my boss. When you realize that you are missing living your life just because you are in love with a man who is not even he's incapable of like loyalty and faithfulness, and then you're like, no, fuck no. I don't want to get married. I don't want to be cleaning houses or cooking for someone that is not even going to like watch my back. Long time to figure out and catch up to my game because he was distracted with his little mistresses, right? When he realized, when he found out, when he has been like messing around on the streets, and he found out I was away on a trip with my boss. And he showed up at my office when I was arriving from my trip. And he was crying. He was, he seemed destroyed. Back then, I almost felt sorry for him, but now I know there was an act. He knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
And so in his mind, he probably, oh, it's only fair that she does the same thing that I've been doing for a long time, right? So he cried and begged me to end the relationship, begged me. He will say things like, I forgive you, I forgive. But I was having the time of my life. Really, like my boss was treating me like a queen. So I'm like, why am I going to leave this relationship? Let's just have an open relationship. And so when he realized that I was not leaving the relationship, then he turned violent. Showed up one time and kind of ripped my clothes in public. He will throw my shoes away, shoes like this, and will say, like, these are the horse shoes you've been wearing. This is the horse shoes you've been wearing. You whore. So when he got physical, I got physical, and I grabbed a pen from the kitchen and gave him a black eye. We went at it before the police arrived, and then peace is no peace. I always say that peace is attained with war, right? And he just became he did. Do you think that I threw away his clothes when I found out what he was doing? I didn't do anything, nothing. He threw away my clothes, my shoes, ripped my clothes. He became an animal. Level ground. It's not level. Why? Because men want to keep you down. They don't want to see you happy. When they do, when they cheat, it's almost like a strategy to keep you down, to keep you competing for their love. They want you home, isolated, and crying.
Yeah.
Right? They feel powerful. I have two women, because that's what they call masculinity. I have two women competing for me. Like, one cooks, the other one cooks better. Yeah, because women fall into that trap. But if you're smart, you're like, you're living your life, I'm going to go live mine. Right? Because the main goal of the devil is to tell you you are not good enough. And if you fall for that trick, then you are going to feel down and depressed. A lot of men want to pretend that cheating is something that just happened. Like, oh my God, I don't even know. Cheating is premeditated murder to your soul. It's premeditated. Once you get that into your head, it is premeditated. They plan, they had conversations, they had to go and like get the other woman. So they invested a lot of money and time and energy that was taken from you, from your relationship, to give to another person in hopes to have you down. The man is the leader and the woman follows. So if he goes on a business trip, you go on a girl's trip. If he goes out drinking with his buddy, you go out and drinking with your girls. If he cheats, date someone else. It's not called cheating anymore. It's called equality and fairness. And if he doesn't want to do anything around the house, you don't either. Leader, follower. That's how good, long-lasting relationships are built. And if he doesn't like what he sees in the mirror, because that's what relationships should be, mirrors. So if he doesn't like something that you do, and you tell him, you do it, so why shouldn't I, right? If you're faithful, I'll be faithful. If you're committed, I'll be committed. If you do things around the house, I will do things around the house. But it's not going to be one-sided. Long gone are the days where you are trying to fix behavior, you're trying to fix men. Those days are over. No more mopping around or crying or sending long paragraphs about his behavior. He doesn't care. He's not going to fix it unless he sees a mirror. Matching up energy is the greatest equalizer.
You all, what is your take on this conversation? Kindly share your thoughts down in the comment section, respectfully. When it comes to cheating, I feel like the ones that I hate most, right? If your wife is pregnant and you're out there cheating. It happens a lot, and most men do it with their full chest. And you see them, their wife is heavily pregnant, or their wife is going through pregnancy, carrying your child. See, don't even let me know your wife is pregnant, because I can insult you till you go home and cry. Because why would you be so insensitive go out to start looking for another woman when your wife is carrying your child. She's risking her life, risking her body, risking everything to bring a child for you, right? To birth a child for you, to continue your legacy, as they always say. And you go out there to cheat. See, a man that cheats on his wife when she's pregnant is a man that can unalive you. A man that doesn't care about you, it doesn't love you. That is just what it means, in my own opinion. If your husband cheats on you while you're pregnant, cheats on you at that state, is someone that is going to cheat on you forever. Is somebody that is going to, it can unalive you. It can, because you finding out when you find out that your husband is cheating on you while you're pregnant can mess up with your body. In fact, you can even faint, lose a child, lose everything. Like it contributed in the child being born dead, because when he was going for a business trip, the wife was like, please don't go for a business trip this time, because I feel that I might get, baby might come this week that you're going and I don't feel good. Can you please stay with me? And it was like, no, the business, for this business trip, it's very important, very. So he left, right? She was all alone and she started feeling unusual. She's noticed that she was not feeling the baby. And because she was all alone in the night around 3 a.m., she couldn't go anywhere and she had to stay in the house till 9 a.m. before she went to the hospital. When she got to the hospital, they started rushing her and they did emergency CS to take out the dead baby. And that was when he had to rush from where he traveled to in business trip to come back home. I feel like he participated in the child being unalive, because if he was around, maybe the child might be alive at that point, right? It's rare to see a woman like this that have this mindset of, when a man is cheating, I'm gonna be in an open relationship. That means I am going to start dating and all of that. She started dating her boss and she was not even hiding it. It's rare to see a woman in this position, because for that kind of marriage that is kind of fresh and all of that, women always want to ask God to restore their marriage, as we've been seeing videos of women saying God restores their marriages. And also they might even want to change the man or try to make the man see them in a good way, or try to do so many things to not make the man go outside and go meet other women. But at the end of the day, these men do not change. I feel like if your man is cheating on you when you're pregnant, he knows when you're pregnant, you are pregnant for him, and he's cheating on you, he's married to you, and he's cheating on you, and you know it, he can unalive you, forget it, right? He can unalive you, because if he's happy outside, let him just go outside and be there. So if your own decision is to cheat back, you can cheat back. Is that what you want? But if it's safe for you to just let go and just end the situation and just move on for your own sanity, just leave, right? And I agree with her that when she said that most men actually cheat because they want to frustrate you, they want to see you sad. I remember a video that we did that this man was like, I like women's picture on Instagram. I like women asses on Instagram. I talk to ladies and my wife doesn't even do anything. Like, she's happy, she's living her life. Like, she doesn't even bother. So most men actually do these things just to make you sad, just to make you cry and be like, oh my God, why did you do this to me? Why I cannot sleep? You're not home. Oh, you didn't call me. They intentionally do this just for them to be like, It's not nothing, nothing, just for them to see you sad. They want to see you unhappy, right? They just look at you and like, you're so happy, I want to see you unhappy, and they do all those kind of things. But then if you give them the reaction that they are not expecting, it makes them sit down and be like, wait a minute, I'm doing all this and this woman is not even reacting, then are you sure something is not up, right? It made them question whatever you're doing. I agree with the fact that when she said that they do this thing to trigger you. So if you fall for that and you're being triggered through, they will keep doing it. Trust me, they won't stop doing it. Okay, and even if you're not triggered, a man that wants to stop is going to stop. The one that is not going to stop is not going to stop. It makes me remember a woman that was saying that, a woman that came on to say that a man was cheating on her, and what happened was he was driving to go meet this woman that he was cheating on with a wife, right? And he had an accident. They called her, your husband had an accident. And what happened, he broke his leg, he cannot work, and I think it was literally a vegetable or something. Later on, medication and everything. He started getting better. He was in a wheelchair. She was there for him. She took care of him. He confessed that I am sorry. I know I was going to see a woman. I won't do that again. She started teaching him so many things, how to eat, how to use his hands and all of that. Then she started teaching him how to use the phone again. This guy went ahead to cheat again. He cheated on her again while he was in that condition. It shows that even death cannot take these men away from what they want to do. And when they see that it hurts you so much and you're sad about it, they do it more, right? If they see that you don't care and you're doing your own thing, once they're out, you're out. Once you're doing your own thing, they are bothered because they don't want any other person to have you. They only want to have you and be miserable where they want you to be, right? What is your take on this situation? Kindly share your thought down in the comment section. Respectfully, if you're in this situation, what would you have done? Would you make the relationship open or you just walk away? Kindly share your thoughts in the comment section and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.